Okay guys, welcome back. Now in this video we're going to see now how to log in the user. As you can see right now, if you try to click the the login button, nothing happens whatsoever. When I click create, then that works. So let's start working with the login. To start that, let's first of all drag this. Let's create space up here. Then drag this, create an outlet. And as a matter of fact, an action. And I'll call this login button. Okay, so as soon as that button is clicked, I want to also create outlets now for the username, and I'll say username login and then password login. Connect those two, and then let's create variables for when the login button is clicked. We've done this before, so we're going to say var username equals to username login dot text, and then var password equals to password login dot text, and then we say if username dot is empty or password dot is empty, check if it's empty. There's two strings. Okay, then dot is empty. If it's empty, empty field, let the user know, let the user know. Else the user has successfully, so success, okay, not success, but proceed, pretty much, check. Now this is where we say pf user dot log in with username in background. We want this, and then we'll give it a block here. Okay, so the username here is this username. Oh no, sorry about that. Just username like that because it's a string already. Get rid of that string and then just put the password string here, just like that. And then here we have user pf user, and then we have error check there, and then so let me just get rid of that so we can see the whole thing. So pf user, so login user in parse, login user in parse, and then we say username password, you just check those two. If user is not equal to nil, so if the user is not nil, definitely, right? And then say else user is nil, user is nil, alert user. So this probably means the user is not doesn't have an account. We could prompt him with an alert dialog, and I'm going to show you how to create an alert dialog to alert the user. In this one, if the user is nil, we say if it's not nil, we take the user, we perform a segue here. Now we could create a segue again. In this one, we've done this in the previous video. We just do the same, click on the login view. We don't click on the button itself, because if we click the button and perform the segue like this, this is gonna cause the app to just take the user to log in regardless if there's a user or no. So that's not a good idea. Just get rid of that. What we want to do is get the segue from the login view controller up here, and then just drag it right like this, and then just say show again, and then this is the new segue, I believe. Then we could compare those, and as you can see, if I click this, this is indicating this one right here. It highlights that one. If I click this one, it highlights the whole thing. So we want the whole thing, not this one. Okay, so this is the one we have to change and say login success, or whatever you want to say. Check user home like we used before, but I'll just say login success, go home, something along like that. And then just confirm again that it's working. Yeah, okay. And then here we say take user home. You know, I like writing comments so I could know when I have to in the future when I try to edit my code. So self dot perform segue with identifier. We've done this before, and the identifier is this one. I just copied and pasted there. Login success, go home. And then here we say self. Then now let's check that out. Okay, let me actually print the error here so that we also check that error, because I want to try in 2 different scenarios here. So let's run that again. So I want to say daily coda, and then daily coda, and then log in, and then that is successful. And this is a mistake. I took the segue to the sign up screen. You get the point. I was supposed to actually drag it all the way to the home page, right? At the home segue. So I'll fix that. So let's try. So as you can see, it's working. Actually, let me fix that right when we're still on it, because of just to be consistent here. As you can see, you might need some time space in order to drag your segue. So just say it this way and then show, and then drag it back. And as you can see, there's this. This is from the sign up. We want that from the login, right? As you can see, it highlights the whole thing, and that's the one we want to rename as this. Give it an identifier, this segue, right? Here. Okay, so let's run that again. Okay, let's log in again as daily coda, log in, and then we're taking home, log out, you're taking outside, try to log in again. As you can see, we get an error here. Well, it didn't print the error, but as you can see, if I try to log in without if a user is not available, I can say daily coda and then daily coder. This is small caps, remember. So that prints the error here, and it says the operation couldn't be completed, invalid login parameters. So the user doesn't exist pretty much. So we can print that to the user. Now let's look at how to print an alert dialog to a user, for example, something like that, using UI alert dialog. So let's go ahead and check that right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and create an alert dialog. So to do that, we start by saying var, and we can name our alert dialog something like error alert, and then I'll just create space here so that equals to UI alert controller. We use the UI alert controller here, and then inside of it, it should take a title and a message and the style that you prefer. So this title here is probably going to be like something like oops, and then say user not found, or try again, or a general error, user not found. We could say error, try again. There's too much quotes, I mean whatever those are, and then we could say URL control style dot alert. Yes. Okay, and then we say now we use the error alert. We added handler where what action. You'll see what I'm talking about in a second. So I'll say error alert. Just copy this. I don't know why my autocomplete is not working now. Okay, what is going on? Dot add, come on. Dot. Oh. Okay, so I don't know why my autocomplete is not working. Maybe I have too many of these. Yeah. Okay, so add action, and then UI alert action, UI alert action, and then this one takes parameters, and that is the title that you want it to say, and to say okay, for example, or whatever you prefer. And then the style here, we're going to use the default one, so UI alert dot default. And then the handler here, we just give it give it an action here. Here we are, and then the code that we want to say. So as you can see here, what I've done is created an error alert, give it a title and a message of it, and then we have added an action to it that says okay. So when the user clicks okay, we want to do something in here. We want to give it an action. So what action do you want to perform? We want to close the dialog. We want to say self.dismiss controller, dismiss view controller animated, and then the flag here we could say true, and then the completion we could just say nil. And then after that we say self.present view controller, and then the UI view controller, the view controller to present is this one, the error alert. So we just paste that in there, and then we want to animate that, and then the completion nil. Now let's run that and check that if it works. And then we could just give it a false user here, for example, a nil user, and then just a bad password. And then as you can see, we get this alert dialog. Oops, error, try again. We'll click OK, closes. So that is good. That is pretty good. All right, so thanks for watching this video. Now in the next video, we're going to look at how to, let me log in real quick. And you're going to find this pretty common in your coding. So we've logged in, and I want to say now when I click an item like this, I could take this and view it in more detail. So get transfer data from activity to another one. So see you in the next video.